Kenneth Singah. I run a security company. Right now, I have over 400 security guards.
Wow. That's huge.
That was the dream. A hungry man will not even fight on the street.
You are weak.
So why do you start the dog thinking that he'll be aggressive? When you come to dog the training method, we have the 4 quadrants.
Okay.
In the 4 quadrants, you get it from come. You hear the barking dog zone, and then you know that, I know that, but that's your dog know that. And if you watch the video, the dog showed you all the signals of fight.
Yeah. Mr. Kenneth Singah,
Yes, boss.
to me, I call you the trainer's trainer. For every trainer you meet, it's your name they mention. To new people, what would you say you do?
I'm a K9 dog trainer in a dog park. That's what it is.
Okay. So at what age will you say you got introduced to dogs?
I got introduced to dogs when I was young, and I was introduced to dogs by my grandma,
Okay.
who I stayed with in the village, and she had a dog. And then more often when she's going to the farm, the dog will follow her to the farm. So sometimes when we are going together, she'll say, the dog, today you are not following us, you have to stay home.
Mm-hmm.
So the dog will just look at her like that. He says, yes. I said, go back, he will not go. And the dog will turn back as if he's going back to the house. And then he'll start moving. And the dog will use a different routes. And by the time we get to the farm, the dog is already in the farm waiting for us. And she will scream like, you, I told you not to come and you are here. And all what the dog will do is just to lay back, raise the legs up, and like, oh, anyway, I'm here, what can I do?
So it means you are from the family that has dogs?
Yes, from my grandmother. I think my uncle too, I have an uncle who's a dogs.
And the lab.
Actually, I didn't realize it at that time.
Oh, okay.
I didn't realize it at that time because I only realized after SS.
Oh, okay.
When I finished SS and I came to Accra here, and I was looking for houseboy work.
Oh.
And one of my uncles said, oh, there's somebody who's looking for people to work with. I said, look, I'm looking for a job to do, any job I will do.
Wow.
And this is where I always tell people that you have to allow God to take you where you belong. Do not fight.
From houseboy.
Yes. So I went, and then we met the man who was looking for people to work for. And fortunately, that was the man who is by name Honorable Jordanda.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Honorable Jordanda. By then he was in Tech
Okay.
here in UST.
He was a student by then.
Yeah, but he had completed and he started breeding dogs too.
Okay.
And lab dogs. So when we went, we were 2 guys. Then he told us, oh, this is what he do. He has dogs. He wants people to always walk them, train them, and do a lot of things with the dog, anything at all. I said, yeah, I will do, because I'm looking for a job to do. I would like to do this. And my other colleague also said, yeah, you will do. So he told us what we are supposed to do. Walk them in the morning, feed them, bath them sometimes, brush them, walk them in the evening.
Wow.
And sometimes train them.
So you got a job with zero knowledge.
Yep.
So how did you tackle that job?
So,
Since you had zero knowledge.
yes, but the fact is that I had love for dogs. So I wanted to actually work with the dogs. I wanted to do something with the dogs. So when he told me, I was excited to do it. And interestingly enough, we were 2. So the other guy, when we came out, he went straight like, he's not going to do that. And that time we were living in Labadi, and he came in and told our friends that we went to look for dog, and they said that we'll be brushing the dog teeth, we'll be cleaning them, and we'll be bathing them. He's not going. And they started making fun of me.
Oh.
And I said, yeah, no problem. I love to do it. I'll go. So I went back to George and he started working. By then there was already somebody there working.
Okay.
And when we were working, he brought a guy from Cote d'Ivoire to come and help bring the dog. So when the guy came, it's like, oh wow, that's interesting. So the things the guy was doing with the dogs actually made me reflect my grandmother. My grandmother could talk to the dogs. And sometimes even when she has her food, the dog comes to stand and she tells the dog, if you don't lay down, I won't give you food. And the dog will just lay down. So when the guy was doing all that things with the dog, I became like, oh, okay, then it means that you can really talk to dogs, you can really do a lot of things to dogs. So I said, okay, I will be interested. So I started asking the guy questions, following what the guy was doing, trying to do some. And the guy didn't actually stay for long and left. And I said, okay, I will take it myself. So I started doing something with the dog. So when I do something excited with the dogs, then I tell the dog, oh, I did this with the dog. Can you come and see? You come and see. I said, oh, that's good. We got to a time that there was even one dog that was playing play ball. And the dog played the ball and that stuff and jumping. Showed him, he said, oh, that's good. So there I realized that, oh, I have interest in the dog. I love what I'm doing. So even I wasn't taking off, I had no off day. I was just working with me throughout the time. For there, then I'm not down. Then I can do some of the better with the training. But with the little I've seen the guy doing, I should be able to do something.
You applied it also.
Yes, so that was when the whole thing started.
Okay. Do you recall the breed of dog that you started with?
Yes. George had almost about 4 or 5 breeds. I can remember a German Shepherd called Bash. And I know if you see this video, you will remember all those dogs. Bash, Queen, and Shaba.
Interesting.
Shaba and Queen, Kobianda knows that they were Dobermans.
Oh.
So Kobianda knows the dogs very well.
Okay.
And then, yes, and then we had Shaggy and the whole lot of dogs.
So, which breed of dog would you say is easier to train with your experience so far?
With my experience in dogs, I am an all-dog breed trainer, but I love to train Belgian Shepherds.
Belgian Shepherds. I mean, it looks like you're built for it.
Yeah. They are always ready to work. But mind you, they are very sensitive. If you don't get a good trainer who understands them, you will ruin them and then you will never get what comes from them. They are very sensitive. Because they don't forget things. So the moment you apply any negative,
takes it from there.
takes it from there.
So meaning you can train your dog to be good and train your dog to be bad. Or you might think you are doing a good thing.
Yes, but you worsen the dog. I have encountered a client before who said he got somebody as a trainer, and all what the person was doing, to come and just hand the dog up and pull it, the dog up and down, a double. The dog was very confident though. By the time the guy would be finishing like 2-3 weeks, the dog was really scared. And as soon as the dog sees a human being, he's gone to the cage. So somebody asked the guy and he called me and I went and I said, no, we ruined the dog. Like, we can rehabilitate, but it takes some time.
So there was hope.
There was hope, but it will take some time. And that's going to be money because I have to do it. You have to pay me. So now, instead of paying to progress, you have to go all the way back and start afresh.
Okay, this question is spicy, but a lot of people also, I mean, we start from somewhere, right? They are so-called trainers and do all kinds of things, different kind of techniques. What's the say their thoughts on that?
In fact, some of the dog owners these days know a lot. Some really don't have idea. And I would recommend that when you invite somebody in as a dog trainer, I know sometimes the quality of the food dog trainers are quite expensive and people want to find their way to find a cheaper person. But you can still have the quality dog trainer to give some tips to find out if the person is really a good dog trainer. There was a time a Lebanese man called me to train his dog. And then I went and he said, oh, I think your cost is too high. I would like to rather be consulting you by doing some of it cheaper. And I said, that's fine, I don't have a problem. So he said the person is coming. So what should he do? And I said, okay, fine. Take the choke chain. Actually, you fix the choke chain for you.
that loses enough.
Yes.
So,
And then you can ask them what is the training method that we use and why that training method. Should you tell me? If the person is not able to tell you, then he's not able to look.
wow. So meaning there are different techniques, different training methods.
When you come to dog the training method, we have the 4 quadrants.
Okay.
In the 4 quadrants, you get it from reinforcements and punishments.
Oh.
Then the 4 quadrant, the reinforcement and punishment, you have the negative reinforcements, positive reinforcements. Then you have the negative punishments, positive punishments. And it's not every trainer who can interpret this.
That's very true. I mean, what do you think about Ghana as a country? How important to see the dogs first before even training? If you say out of 100%, how would you rate Ghana?
If I'm rating, I'll rate like between 35 and 40. People who really understands the importance of dogs and we want to have them trained. That the rest is like I want to have a dog and that's it. And a lot of them actually ruin the dog life. They get the dog, they don't even get closer to the dog. And then they end up like, oh, the dog is crazy, he's biting, he's aggressive, taking him out. Some would even open their gate and drive the dog out.
And a lot of people I want a security dog, just buy a dog and just leave it there.
Yeah.
And there are lots of misconceptions. Starve your dog to be.
It's a misconception. It's a misconception. Even I don't think it is true because a hungry man will not even fight on the street.
You are weak.
So why do you starve the dog thinking that he will be aggressive?
There are a lot of things. Some people say add alcohol, add sugar to make the teeth itch, to attack people.
All those things I don't do it. Because what it takes is that it takes training for dog to know what he's supposed to do. Conditioning the dog to understand that he needs to and not those things. Alcohol. So sometimes when I ask people is that if you as a human being take alcohol,
How do you feel?
you probably get out of your mind and do things crazy. Then after some time when the alcohol is out of you, you regret your actions and you go back to your normal state. So now the question is, you know when an intruder is coming so that you give the dog alcohol and act crazy? Or every evening you have to buy alcohol and give it to the dog?
Yes.
Of course.
Okay, so going back to working for the under trainers though, so what motivated you to going into K9 Security?
Yes, so when I started working with George was somebody who was a very good leader. In fact, what actually motivated me from him is that those days we used to walk the dog in the evening on the above field. And sometimes he would be part of us. And somebody who has competed in this, somebody at that high level, he comes and walk the dog with us. So it was some kind of motivation. If he is doing it, what about me? Yes, because the person has almost everything. That this is what he's doing. Yeah, you who don't have anything and you want to feel proud that you don't want to walk dogs. And the fun part of it is that anytime we walk in the dogs on that Abofu Street, there used to be traffic on that stretch.
Yeah.
Almost all the cars, everybody would watch. But that time, these foreign dogs were not common. So some people will even stop. Sometimes 10 to like 15 cars stop. They want to talk to you about the dogs. They want to find out about the dogs. So it was fun. We enjoy walking the dogs in the evening, but we get to talk to people. We get to see potential buyers. We bring them home. They come and buy the dogs and that stuff. So in fact, that location was very strategic at that time, and it was fun doing that. So from there, we built it up. We started the training. People were bringing their dogs for training and all that stuff. We were working for them. We got to a point that we had a security company with the dogs, which we were renting to some clients and that stuff. Then I worked with him. It was nice working with him. They got to a point that I realized, oh, okay, so I've done a lot of coaching, so I need to actually step out and find myself very well in the real world. So in fact, he wasn't happy. He spoke to his friend. They all spoke to see, and he thought it was monetary. But I was motivated to just step out and explore the world on my own. So he allowed me to do that. So I came out. I had some few clients. I started doing. Then I decided that I am doing something which is good. It's fetching me money. It gives me the financial freedom. It gives me even the freedom to decide that today, I want to do something else. I don't want to do dog training and that stuff. So why don't we invest in myself? So it was there that I started searching for dog training schools. And one of my friends was in South Africa. And I went there and I noticed that what they were doing in South Africa was almost what I was doing here. So I came back and I looked for a school in the US.
Wow.
Then I saw the school. By then, fortunately, my fiancée, who I was here with, left the US. That's my wife now. Then that she left the US and then she was there. So I actually told her that I would come and attend a dog training school. But she said, yeah, why not? Go ahead. It's good. At least it gives you the chance to come here. You get to see ourselves. Yeah. So she was happy. She motivated me. I looked for the schools and then I applied and they sent me the invite and everything. And I told her and then I went for the interview. And interestingly, at the interview, it was just 1 in a million case for them to hear somebody come in and say, look, I'm going to a dog training school in the US and and the question they asked me was, why do you want to go to the US in the dog training school? Contributed. And I said, it's unfortunate because it's not something here. And if you look through my passport, I went to South Africa and I couldn't even get a better one there. That's why I want to go there. I don't have plan to leave there. The guy just looked at me and said, okay, take up your visa.
Yeah. I mean, it's even if it's me, I'll be like, which kind of reason is that? You're leaving Ghana outside, you didn't get any reason just to let dogs. Like, it proves how passionate you.
Yeah. And interestingly, that's my certificate over there. And that was my reward from the school.
Wow.
From the school tutor. Interestingly, when I got there, I actually excelled. Wow. Not to praise myself, I excelled in there. Where some of the clients, there was a time I met one tribe lady, that she had a problem with her dog. And what the problem was that her dog usually wore a food in her bedroom instead of a corridor or outside. And she brought a lot of trainers in the US to come and find out why and train the dog. But she wasn't getting the answer and the reason. So when one of my friends told me, I said, well, I'd like to meet them. So we went, and then the woman told me, and I asked her, so how do you do this? So I tie the dog on the corridor, spend the day when I'm going to work, and I leave him there. He never does it there. But when I come back and I tie the dog, just run around and goes into my bedroom and poop, and then comes out. And I laughed and I smiled and said, why? And he said, yes, you have reversed the situation in the dog world.
Oh, okay.
Why? Because the dog, when you tie him, dogs also want to be clean, neat. So when you tie him there, that is his bedroom now. That's where he sleeps. So you never poo there. Because he knows that you are not around. So if he poos there, he's going to stay in the pool and pee till you come in the evening.
Yeah.
So you hold it up. But as soon as you come and you release him, that place is his bedroom. You won't do it there. If he's going to look for some place. And now when he goes there, he's going to steam around. If during the time he was a puppy, he has ever poo or pee in the room, he smells and, oh, that is the place sometime I pee. We human beings, we use our visual to look for the sign for the washroom. So they use their nose to look for the signs for the washroom.
Yeah.
So he went to there.
Answer.
Wait a minute. You said, I said, yes.
You really researched that.
And I said, yes. So this is the problem. She said, nobody's telling me this. Everybody comes and they say they want to train, they can train them. And I said, yeah, that's the problem. So now we have to reverse it.
Keep the dog inside. when it's time.
Bringing it.
That's really smart. It looks like it was just a simple solution.
So we have to go back to crate training. She get a crate, put the dog in the crate, in the confinement, leave the dog in the bedroom. Then when she comes, as soon as she open the crates, open the door, let the dog out.
So you're doing business. What training would you advise? Like basic training, would you advise every pet owner that at least the dog should have this?
Interestingly, let me finish because interesting. When I did 2 sessions with her, and I told her that it's unfortunate I have to go back to Ghana. I'm done with my course and I need to go back. And she looked at me and said, "Go back to Ghana?" I said, "Yes." She said, "How?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "You make money here."
Of course.
I said, "Yes."
American dream.
Your 1 hour session you pay me $100. So the 2 hour session that I've done with you, you pay me $200. That's a lot of money in Ghana. But I came from Ghana. And she asked me, "So does people in Ghana know that they have to train their dogs?" And I said, "They don't know." And that's why I came. So that I will go back and let them know that they need to have their dogs trained. And help them train it. Not just letting them know, but help them in training it. She looked at me and said, "Really?" I said, "Yeah." I'm not staying. Even if you pay me, no matter how much you pay me, I'm not staying. Because the way I got that opportunity to come from, there are others waiting there for that opportunity, even if not to come here, but also excel in that.
Yeah.
Straight. So I will go back. She said, "Okay, that is a good reason, but I think you can pay me here is rectifying." So I left and then I came back.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I mean, if I get a chance to go to America, I mean, I'm sure you and I know the number of people who when they land, they are not coming back.
Yeah.
They are not coming back. But for you to go and come back, just come and impact us. And the impact has been huge. As I said in the earlier stage, you are the trainer's trainer. Because every trainer I need, Kenneth Singah. So before you contacted me, you were like on the top list of like people I wanted to talk to. I remember when you called, I was like, Kenneth Singah has called me. So I called my mom, I was like, there's this person I've been trying to like find an opportunity to meet them. He has called me that I should have been doing something for him. The excitement, you had no idea. Maybe I composed myself when I came. Because anywhere I go, as I said, you were mentioned in everywhere. And for you to say it, you were there and decided to come back. That's right. That's really, really good of you. I think my question was, what basic training would you advise every pet owner to at least let their dog have?
The basic commands like come, the dog name, come, sit, stop it, go inside, stay. These are very basic. Every dog must know this.
It's not easy. It's easy letting them do it.
It's easy provided you understand that yes, the dog needs training. Because you need to have control, absolute control over the dog. Especially if you live with the dog, you need to have control over the dog. You need to let the dog know that you are the boss.
Okay. So, can every pet be a security dog?
No.
Okay.
No. We have dogs that are security. And we have dogs that are meant for pets. So pet dogs are pet dogs. Security dog. Maybe my level of understanding of security dogs.
Yes. Because usually somebody will say, "I want to buy a dog for security." That's why I asked the question.
Yeah.
And we feel like the dog when look come naturally.
Yes, so I do get those calls. Some people will call me, "I'm looking for a dog." And what I do first is that I ask them, "What's the purpose that you want to get a dog?"
Mm-hmm.
It's very critical. And I think breeders should know this. Because it's not about somebody walk to you and said, "I want a dog," and you think you should just get him anything. Once the person tells you he wants a dog, it means he has a reason to buy the dog. So if you ask, you can ask the person. But for the love of money, sometimes I don't do.
Every dog is every
So as soon as the person says, "I want a dog," even if that is not the kind of dog he wants, we try to convince him, oh, get this one. And that's not it. See, if you go further, you get to know the reason why the person wants the dog.
Yeah.
And if you are that truthful, you help him get the right dog. Because getting a dog is like committing to get another family member into the family. So if you don't help the person to get the right dog by asking the person question, you would give him something wrong and they end up throwing them out again.
That's great. That's great. Okay, there's this segment I want us to get into, which is more about how we approach dogs, like signs we should look out. I mean, we've seen what happened to me personally. I'm a pet lover. I touch every dog. I approach every dog. And there are consequences. There are certain things that can happen to you that you might not like dogs at all after that. And I want us to react to a certain video so that you can delve deep and explain things to us further. Okay, so we are about to delve deep into a dog attack. And I'll be pressing play. And here we go. This is a serious video. This was a personal attack. I got a call from someone in America. I got a recommendation. And I also stay at Amazon, and the person is not so far from my house. I even walked to where the dog was. His complaint is he had it's a male and female. He wanted to breed the dogs. Okay, but it looks like it's not working out. Okay, but I heard I was a breeder. And I was like, okay, I want to check the dogs. So I went to the house, and there was also another problem. The dog had some wound on its ear. So I got there and I was like, okay, I've seen the dogs, they are okay. The dog was all nice to me. There was no problem. Even when I went, there was just one lady. And I went to the dogs. No attack. I checked the dog out and I told them, okay.
When we went to the dog, was the dog in the cage or was the dog outside?
The dogs are always outside.
They are outside.
Always.
So with them outside.
With them outside.
Good.
Everything was fine.
Good.
I told them, it's like, okay, I've seen the dogs, but they are big dogs. I'm a stranger, so I would want somebody to be there so that someone who can touch them or something. To say, okay, so we scheduled another day, and one of the man's brother or friend came around. Yeah. And we checked the dog, and I was like, okay, so some basic, I'm a reader. I mean, it's not some basic first aid. Yeah. So I have this spray that we just use on the dog's wound. And I was like, so we can use this. I also have some spirit to just clean it for infection or something. Then we apply the spirit. Yeah. We did it. I put a mouth guard on the dog too, because you don't know when it can snap. So we did it. Everything was fine.
So who fixed the mouth guard on the dog?
I did, but the guy was not there. Okay. So everything was fine.
Good.
Did it. We were done with it. I give them the spray like, oh, they can just apply these things so that they can heal inside. They took the muzzle off. The dog was okay. I was playing around with the dog, touching the dog, but the dog was going away. Okay? So I was like, okay. And I want to take a video and send it to the man that, the job that he gave me, yes, I've done it. I've come to check the dog, and the problem I saw, I've given some solution to it. Okay. So, one was there are two dogs. So one was in the cage, and this one, because this one was with us, it entered its cage. I was like, okay, let me follow the dog to its cage. When I followed the dog to its cage, I was concentrating on my food. And this is what happened. Let me play it once more, and we can take it bit by bit.
Yeah.
Just few seconds. What did I miss? Was my approach wrong?
You missed a lot of stuff. You missed a lot of stuff, and you take things for granted. Because the first day you met the dog was outside.
Yes.
And dogs, by nature, have their space and give people their space as well.
Okay.
So that one, we're outside, the dog knows that, look, if anything you try to attack, he's going to run away.
Okay.
If anything he tries, he will go away.
Run away.
So in dogs, well, it's either fight or flight. Either run or stand and fight. So when they have the opportunity to run, they will go up. They'll get away from.
Okay.
So now, the dog didn't know you. He went there. He was outside. He knows if there's at the worst, he will move away from you. That was where. So now, because the dog knew that he has space to get away from you, and you got the opportunity to touch him, and he didn't say anything because he knows you are strangers. He's not too used to you.
Yeah.
Good. And then the other part of it is the application of the medicine. The spray contains alcohol.
Okay.
Sometimes it doesn't burn, but it makes people feel uncomfortable. It makes the dogs feel uncomfortable. Especially on the sound.
Oh, okay. Some dogs are like
The sound and the way it comes out very cold. And if you spray it on the wound, you feel some kind of uncomfortable.
Even my dog, when he sees me going in the spray, runs away.
Exactly. So what you missed was that to find out from the people, have they been applying something like this? Is the dog used something like this?
Okay.
So that if they say yes, then you can go ahead. If they say no, even with other dog at the side of that spray can container,
Yeah.
he's gonna come on you. But you don't like it. So if he doesn't come on you, the other option is, like I said, fight or flight.
Right.
Avoidance. He avoid you and go to his cage.
That's what it was.
So the dog did that. So the person, I'm not okay with this. This, especially this thing that you did to me, I'm not okay with it. I'm going to my room.
Yeah.
Then now you comfortably followed him there to his room
Yeah.
and still wants to have something to do with him.
Okay.
Okay. And within that space of time, from the video that I'm seeing, that kennel is so small that the dog had no space to get back. But if there was a bigger space, the dog would have gone far deep into the kennel.
Oh.
And that would have given enough time for this dog not to get. But the space was so close. He was just there.
Right in front of us.
So now when he saw that you were still coming, he felt threat. He has to signal you that, look, I am not comfortable and I will bite. And that signal wouldn't take longer time because he has no space to move back from you. So now at that point, you put the dog no option than to bite. And if you watch the video, the dog showed you all the signals of bite.
Yeah.
Because he sat down, the eyes suddenly changed. Sometimes we call it half moon, see that, like that. He showed the teeth. He barred up the teeth, forehead wrinkles. Ears back means I am scared, but I need to still defend myself. So come, and no time to waste. So he has to go quickly before you.
Relax.
Well, he doesn't know why you are coming. In the first place, you put something in his ears which is uncomfortable, and you are still coming to him. It's not possible. There was no way this dog would attack you. So that's what happened.
It's totally my fault.
Yes, you couldn't read the signals. If I were you, I wouldn't have gone there as soon as I sprayed, because the dog went through some kind of negative distance from you. So now if you are coming, then you push back. And he succeeded in pushing you back. And that dog had learned something on that day. He learned that, okay, I can defend myself by quickly launching on people. And I'm telling you, maybe if you would find the opportunity, find out this dog will use this against someone else who we feel uncomfortable.
So you are getting an behavior.
Every point at any time is a learning curve for us and for them.
Can it be corrected?
It can be correct.
Oh,
But depending on how you want to go about it. Because like I said, the dog went through the pain.
Mm-hmm.
So now you coming again, yes. And dogs by nature they learn by association. Okay, this guy has associated with pain. So anytime he's coming close or he's coming he's gonna inflict pain on me. So I also have to defend myself.
As simple as that. So what advice do we give to people like approach dogs?
I would never advise people to approach dogs that they are not familiar with. And even my dog handlers, if some guys were here, 5 guys were here for dog handling. And one of the warning I give them is that do not let people approach your dog or pet your dog when they don't know the dog. No.
It's not safe.
It's not safe.
Dog can look at it.
Yes. Because even you, the handler, you have to always pay attention to the dog body language. They communicate. There's no way a dog will bite without any reason. That's what handler tells you. There's no way. And it will bite without communication. No. They will let you know, I will bite.
So it's just, I don't understand.
When you fail to read, then you get it. The unfortunate situation here is that we don't speak the same language with them.
For them to say, I don't like this.
Yes. If he was a human being, he would have just tell you, hey, don't come. What you did, I am not okay. If you come, I'll punch you, I'll bite you.
Yeah.
So his communication was eyes back, teeth, telling you something.
I didn't get it.
You didn't get it.
So meaning these are certain signs we should look out
Yes.
when approaching the dog. When you see the ears laying back,
But
showing the teeth.
so ear laying back, forehead, ears up, forehead wrinkles. Means he's looking at something that he's not too sure about.
That's
Take up all those, but
You
not
would think-
those signs.
you would
I've
think-
always handled it. I've handled dogs for the past 20 years, so I haven't had any dog bites.
wow. That's really. I mean, you understand them.
Yep.
So you don't, when you see, you don't go.
There was one scenario. I went to one woman. She called to have her dog spraying Dobermans,
Okay.
and I went to her house, and then 2 Dobermans, and she said the dogs are crazy, they are aggressive. So when I went, the dogs were in the cage. So they are aggressive. I said, oh, well, I've been there. She said, no, they'll kill you, they'll chew you up. There. I said, no problem. And she said, hey. I said, don't worry, just go them. She went and opened them. They were coming, boom, 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 boom. All what I did was just to ignore them and look somewhere else.
That was it.
And then they came around. They were just going around me, trying to get my eye contact. I ignored them. I didn't even want to feel like the dogs are around.
Around me.
So they just went round, sniff, stood to the distance, started sniffing me, and gradually stepping in. I was still talking to the woman afar, and still could like recognize that I was talking to the woman. And then they came, they started sniffing my face. They started working the tail and they turned back at the lens.
That was it.
And the woman didn't believe. The woman up to date thought I had
About
medicine.
this.
She said I have some medicine for that.
To calm the dogs down.
Because you see, that scenario, when they were coming, they know that somebody had invaded their territory. Somebody had invaded their space. So when they were coming, they are like, hey, this is our space, you can't be here. No hurry. I'm here already. So they come and they stand. So what they do is that if you are still standing, they go like, move. So the moment you make a move, then it's okay. Once you give them the space now, they come
Some more.
closer. And then they give you a bite.
And if you ignore
But-
them,
warning to everybody who's listening because it doesn't work with everybody.
Okay.
Trained protection dogs will not even sit down.
You just
So come straight on. If they are, they are these back there. So you don't take this and go stand.
front of a dog like that.
Say no. I said.
I mean, for me, I would really advise don't try it.
Don't try it. You need to be able to understand them. Don't try it.
There's one advice I would also want to give to the person who say, "Oh, come, my dog don't bite." That statement about me.
Yes, I think there was a story. Somebody told me a story about that a friend said, "Oh, come, my dog don't bite." And he told a friend that you know that. I didn't know. He said, "Come, you hear that barking dogs don't." And then you know that, I know that, but that's your dog know that.
I went to the dog doesn't know that.
Yes.
Look at my cat.
Yes. Because you were asking him to come. And dogs take their energy from us.
Yeah.
The moment they sense that you are scared of them, they will worry you. They constantly keep coming in.
You have some confidence.
Exactly. And what they don't like, and which normally happens with people when stray dogs are approaching them, is for you to start screaming. So for me, for safety, just keep the dog off from the person. If the person is a dog person, he might even ask you, "Oh, leave the dog, don't worry about it." Or he knows what he knows how to approach.
Very, very good.
Yes. And when you are approaching a dog, you see your mistake again was that you came down with your head. And that was very dangerous. Very dangerous. Because with dogs, you were lucky that dog don't have rabies. But if that dog have rabies, it's just a straight killer.
Yeah.
Because rabies goes to your brain.
It's getting
That beginning. So when it bites far away, it might take some time for it to be able to get to that point. So you have some chance of survival. So approaching a straying dog, we don't need, even we the K9 trainers and that stuff, when we are training, we advise decoy and people that we use in the training. When the dog is attacking you, make sure that your head is properly covered. Even if at worst you don't have anything and it is an accidental bite or accidental break of chain, just use your hand to cover your head so that it doesn't get to your head. So that if you bite your hands, that is fine. But going down, bending down with your head, you are risking more. And push your body onto the dog. Allow the dog to also take time to get to pick up your energy. Get to pick up. When you are, then he slowly comes. So you understand your hand and let it sniff. Slowly, then he comes. Don't just go up and down like
Hands yours.
yeah.
Okay. So to anybody who wants their dog trained, who wants security services, I would want you to tell them something.
Yes, so if anybody wants to have their dogs with him, they could contact me, Kenneth Singah. My phone number is 0244 769 And if anybody wants a K9 Security Services, they could also contact me. I run a security company. Right now I have over 400 security guards.
Wow. That's huge.
That was the dream. My dream had been to help people 5-year future in their life. As somebody helped me, like Dojanda
Did.
you did me. I think that all to still to it to others, and that's all what the world is about. But we take nothing away but to help people and help so it's a chain reaction.
And 400 is a huge number. Huge number. God bless you for that.
Thank you.
It was nice having this conversation with you.
It was nice.
I've learned so much. So we meet again.
Bye.
We'll definitely have another session together.
I am always available for that.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you.